Hey, everybody. It's Thursday, chamber check-in time. And we are here today with the brand new Salvation Army directors, Major Tom and Major Kim Stambaugh.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Major Tom.
Hello. How you doing, Paul?
I'm doing great. Hey, I really love this opportunity to check in with the Salvation Army. You guys do so much good, transforming lives. And you're brand new to the Boise area and this facility here. Tell us a little bit about the structure of the leadership of the Salvation Army so we understand how involved you guys are in the organization.
Well, the Salvation Army runs paramilitary. So that's why you have rank structures within the Salvation Army. We have one general who lives in England and kind of internationally, and then it trickles down from commissioners and on down to lieutenant colonels and majors, captains, and lieutenants in rank. But basically, we go to, as cadets, to the Salvation Army Training College in Southern California for 2 years, learning basic ministry things. And then after 2 years, they graduate you and appoint you to a location where you'll be a corps officer. And that's your station, and for 3 to 4 years, depending on your, where the organization might need you. Sometimes people get moved for health concerns or their children's education and things like that. So that's basically how it works. So for the last 18 years now, almost 18 years, Major Kim and I will be officers. Have had great opportunities to have great appointments in Northern California and some distant places we've talked about in the islands, and now we're coming back home here to Boise. And really, the structure is the Salvation Army appoints you as the corps officers. So the structure here is my wife and I are the corps officers of the Boise Corps. We also have a title of the Treasure Valley Coordinators, which really basically help out the other corps with any operations that they need help with. And then we're also now the Capital Liaison. So that means that any representatives, the governor, whoever is listening, state representatives, we want to work with you because we want to partner with you and have relationships to better produce and have a better effect on what our programs can do and have lasting impact for our community. So that's really what we do. We're kind of over the whole structure of the Salvation Army, the employees, the programs, the property, and that's why sometimes you lose sleep at night too.
Well, you just said you just came in from working on an island. What island were you stationed at?
Well, we were stationed for 4 years out in the island of Guam, and so we served as Guam Corps officers and Micronesia coordinators for 4 years. And so it's on the other side of the world. The territory of the United States is Guam, and it's a beautiful part of the world. Definitely have some of the greatest memories of sunsets in my mind that are etched in there. But certainly the work there is tremendous. There's a lot of need. So the Salvation Army finds a niche in that community. And for us, it was recovery services for people who are trying to find recovery from drugs and alcohol, and for men. And then we're building a women's treatment center for women to come in and find treatment also so they can be reunited with their kids. So we've done that as well as the social service, and with food and utilities and rental and those kind of things. So that was the work for 4 years in Guam. And then, of course, disaster services, like what we were just seeing in Texas and Louisiana with Hurricane Laura that hit. We get hit with typhoons out there. And of course, sometimes it doesn't always make mainland news, but they're just as devastating as Laura was when they hit the island. So we definitely are sympathetic to our friends in the South who just had Hurricane Laura hit them.
Okay. Well, welcome to Boise.
Thank you.
What do you think about coming to this new facility that has been built over the past couple of years? And tell me how that has been.
It's beautiful. I mean, we got a chance to do a walkthrough with the general contractor who built the place, and he spent 20 minutes just talking about the HVAC system. So, that was great enlightenment for us, and kind of getting to know the facility better and what does this and all that kind of thing. And really, the facility is beautiful. It's gorgeous. It definitely is state of the art, from the gym down up to the classrooms upstairs, even to our social services that we're doing out of this office. So the idea is this place is to be a community place for education, for community outreach, for people to come and find opportunities for employment, come find for education. So there's really, I mean, this building is the community's building. We just want to have the programs and the outreaches that our people are going to want to see in this building. So really, we're open to any good ideas that we can have here, even for after school drop-in programs. Now that we talked about with COVID, with parents having to work and have to be teachers also at the same time, and trying to figure out that. So we're right now in the process of figuring out how that's going to work for us and how we can help those families and those parents.
Wow,
So,
what an extraordinary time we're going through, and all of us are affected by this. It doesn't matter who you are.
yeah.
Which is a good segue for me to introduce your wife, Major Kim Stambaugh.
Mm-hmm.
I would love her to talk a little bit about some of the programming. Hi, Major Kim.
Hello. How are you?
I'm terrific. You guys are a team, and it wouldn't be a great interview without reaching your whole team here.
Yes.
So everybody knows the Salvation Army as the Red Kettle organization, raising money through those holidays. But what I've learned in my relationship over the past 7 years with the Salvation Army is that you're much, much more than that. And I would love to learn a little bit more about some of the new programs that you're offering that will help the community right now more than ever.
Yes. So one thing that we have starting pretty soon here on September 8th is our Booth Young Parent Program. And I know that everybody knows about the Booth school. We have the Marian Pritchett school that was for the young teens or young parent and pregnant teens. And so this year is a little bit different. We are still going to be a school. We're offering wraparound services to help our students to find life skills, parenting skills, possibly work, education skills, those kind of areas, along with providing an online platform. So kind of working with students on Icon or just kind of working that area as we prepare for what's soon to be in 21-22 school year, is that we will have a full-fledged charter school on board.
Oh.
So it's still in the works. So unfortunately, I can't share any names or anything, but I know we'll be excited to reveal that hopefully around January or so, being able to share what's continuing to happen here on the Boise Booth campus.
Okay. Well, you have a staff member who's very involved with the chamber as an ambassador and a young professional, Danny Hansen. And I need to ask you a couple questions that she gave me to engage with you on. Can you tell me a little bit about the tutoring services that you're offering currently?
Yes. So currently we are just now hired on our brand new staff. So we have a program coordinator, a program assistant, and then we've hired a tutor. And so I know that so far, just with the interview process, he is great. His name is Nick. And so he's going to be coming on board before September 8th. And we're going to be offering great services to be able to go beyond just the online services. So, being able to maybe even help them get through the English or math, because, online is very difficult versus in person. So it will be great having the opportunity, and the sky's the limit. So we know that with our possible drop-in center for the first responders and for the caregivers, it would be great to have a tutor who's highly educated and great just to provide those services.
Absolutely.
That's one of the ideas too, is that when we're doing the after school or the drop-in, is our mission is to do kind of reach out to our first responders, our firemen, our policemen, our frontline worker, nurses, doctors who may need a place like this for their kids to come. And so we're kind of developing that for them because we need those guys. We need, when the button happens, we need the fire, we need the police, we need those nurses to be on the front line. And so if we can help them with some of the child care, the drop-in center, then that's something we're glad they look into and find it to help them, those families also.
Yes.
Okay. With schools operating remotely currently, and everybody's at home, right? And they're looking at screens all day, and there's got to be an opportunity to get outside and get the blood flowing. What type of recreational facilities do you have, and how can parents take advantage of those?
Well, fortunately, we have, with this new facility, we have a brand new gymnasium here. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's air conditioned. First of all, it's air conditioned, which is always great. It's got some bleachers, and it's got a nice hardwood floor with a full-size basketball court in there, well lit and well organized to have teams come in and play, which we already had some teams come in from the community who have these leagues that are starting up, because you're right. There are a lot of parents who are saying, even though my kids are at school online at home, they still need PE. They still need some kind of recreation. And that's what the gym is here to do, is to be part of that, where we can have leagues, we can have teams come in and play there, whether basketball. And we also have the making so we can make it into a volleyball gymnasium also. So it could be multifaceted, but for certainly the gymnasium is open. If you would like to, if anyone would like to get more information on renting it, the number that's on the screen that we popped in there is, they can call me, and I'll get them to Derek, who is our activities director, and they can get you the dates that we have that are open. But there are times are going fast, so if there's interest, call me so we can get this straight away.
Okay, and you also offer ministry services, correct?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So on all the other hats that we wear, the 17 different hats that we like to say we wear, we also are pastors. We're Salvation Army ordained pastors. So the Salvation Army, we have a church service here every Sunday. We are social distancing. I'll throw that out there, and wearing masks so that everyone feels comfortable. We are streaming the service also for those who just want to play it safe and stay home and worship that way. So we offer those services to the public. We like to think of the Salvation Army as come as you are. You don't have to come dressed to impress. There's only one guy you have to impress on Sunday, and that's the guy who we're coming to worship. So, and he's more interested on what's happening on the inside the way we look on the outside. So I think that's the Salvation Army's mission, is to reach those who are looking for a place to come and find family and find a place that they can just grow. And also part of being in the church is you get to roll up your sleeves and also do service here through social services for Christmas, for bell ringing. So you can do both. You can worship and serve through the Salvation Army.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I really think it's important for the audience to understand that piece and the legacy and the history of the organization globally. Yeah. So what I looked up before talking with you is from back in the 1880s when William Booth, right? Is that the right name? Kind of started. Right, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I just thought it was incredible how that type of passion has led into this over 150 years of service to enhancing and transforming lives. Right. It's amazing. Yes. Tell us a little bit more about the music side of the Salvation Army that we haven't seen in a little while.
Right. So the Salvation Army in the 1880s, if you would have saw us, you would have saw us with a brass band. And what they would do is take popular tavern tunes of those times and put Christian lyrics to them. And they would play outside the saloons. They would start to get interest that way. And then people would come and follow them and and get interest and come into the services. So a lot of the brass band tunes that we play today are old tavern tunes that
Danny boy.
yeah. So but that's been a highlighted. Even today we have brass bands in the Salvation Army that are still performing and playing. Now for us here locally, we would love to have a brass band if that was possible. I don't play a horn, I play guitar. So we have a contemporary worship service here. But we try to incorporate some of the traditional elements of the brass bands and that kind of thing. But that's really what the music is about, is really trying to capture the music of our time and bring them into a sphere where everyone, oh, I know that tune. And then you hear the lyrics and people will, oh, this is about Jesus. This isn't about, the drinking in the tavern. But
Right.
So that's really where it came from.
Okay. Hey, tell us a little bit about childcare. We talked about a possible new charter school. We've got the recreation room to rent, and some other social services. But tell us about your new childcare facility.
Well, in this beautiful facility, we have New Horizons Academy, which is, of course, well known throughout the community. And this is one of their newest facilities to be able to provide excellent childcare. So I do know that the partnership with them is that as the young parents or pregnant teens are coming to our school, they have the opportunity to utilize those services, but it's also open to the community. So, of course, I know you can go onto the New Horizons website, Academy, to talk about enrollment. They are enrolling new students. So but it's great partnership, and they have a beautiful facility. And I love their play yard has really cool patio furniture for kids. It's so cute. But it's a great partnership.
And you're really close too. You're on Emerald and like 5 Mile right there, or Emerald and Maple Grove in between there.
Yeah.
Just located, and the beautiful scenery from the facility to the foothills is perfect. So, hey, is there anything else that you guys would like to say to the audience today?
Well, I guess for us, just want to thank everybody for the warm welcomes that we received as the new Corps officers here, as we're learning our task. Our staff here are a really great team that really work hard to make sure the services are provided. Our advisory board members that are here that are really rocks for us, because they really hold the bolts to the ground while we get to move around. They're the ones that help us keep the message going and the fundraising and the programs and all that. So we want to say thanks to our advisory board who may be watching. But again, we can't do it alone. We have a team, and then also being part of the Boise Chamber is always great, because as business people, we all understand the cost of business. We all understand what it takes to have to do the program and then have employee costs and all the different things that are hitting us through COVID. So some of the same things that are hitting our business members are hitting us here on the nonprofit side as well. The light bill doesn't matter who pays it as long as it gets paid. And so we're all in this together. So really having partnerships with the chamber is very important for us. And we're glad that Danny could be a bridge for us to you guys. But we also want to be members and be part of things as we get out of this COVID period, when we can all gather again and really have some great events together. So we're really looking forward to being intricate in the Boise Chamber.
Well, that's great. We actually had one of our board of advisor meetings in your gym last year, later in the year. And so that was incredible to take a tour of the new facility and just kind of see behind the scenes all the good work that y'all do. So
thank you.
Thank you.
Major Tom, Major Kim, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate checking in with you guys, and keep doing the good work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Will do.
Okay. All right. Bye, you guys.
Bye. See you.